You're listening to Tempo on Wolfpack Radio and VWR. Here are your hosts, Colton and Carly.
Hey guys, it's Carly.
And it's Colton.
And we have Feeki and JP in the studio with us today. If you remember, they talked to us our very first show a couple months ago. So we will be talking to them again. And yeah, when we get back, we'll be talking to them.
Let's play some Feeki music.
Okay.
Can you send us some music?
He's here
It's
right
all
now.
on Spotify.
Oh, okay, we'll get on Spotify. We'll play some Feeki music. All right, we'll be back right after these songs.
Feeki just dropped a new album, something he hasn't done in over 2 years. He hasn't played a show in his hometown since 2016. Look at his stupid f***ing haircut. He quit his job at the valet and has been unemployed for over a year. He'll say anything to get you to buy his album.
Buy my album.
Feeki, is this someone you really want to support by buying his album? Paid for by the committee to appoint Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court.
I just wanna work.
Yeah, alarm going off, gotta pay the bills. We all hate to go to work, it's how we made it feel. Everybody has a chance trying to make a meal. If you gonna take the shot, you better aim to kill. There's more to living if you are risen or hitting snooze. We flowing down the road that I was able to pick and choose. Go and get it or settle to be that bitter dude. That's why Drizzy sitting way up in the six with different views. Different paths, we all doing what we gotta do. That's how I rip it fast, others using auto-tune. I'm just saying, do whatever it's taking to make it. If I get complacent, I would rather end up on the news. What have you been doing if you ain't trying to make it big? Work a shitty job, acting like you hate to win. I'm taking over the major nation I'm stationed in. Hitting home runs while you looking like you 86. I ain't really buying anything they selling me. A mediocre life really looks like hell to me. Do what it takes to blow, even if you pick the road. Homie, if you don't, you just building someone else's dream. Wake up, hit snooze, man, my eyes are tired. I think I'll be in traffic till I'm retired. Gotta clock in, hope I don't get fired. This shit ain't even close to what I desire. I don't think I'm gonna last another day. I'm in a trap, damn, there's gotta be another way. I'ma do my own thing, cause I'm not in burst. Fuck it, I don't want a job, I just wanna work. I don't want a job, I just wanna work. I don't want a job, I just wanna work. I don't want a job, I just wanna work. I don't want a job, I just wanna work. Yeah. Every day it's the same thing, routine. Always stressing over money, make me lose sleep. I had to take a shot, feeling like I'm 2-3. Never deflated, I'm motivated by that loose sleep. Huge dreams always started when they on the floor. The type that you can never retain when you always bored. The only kind you never question what you working for. And never being threatened by the boss to throw you out the door. I'll never have someone say where I need to go. These rappers feed you lies, say you need the gleaming gold. Stay in motion and keep it focused and see the goal. Get a team to keep you on your feet when you need it most. I was turned to years, that ain't no bother to me. The doubt will turn to tears, why do you gotta compete? Shout to using logic cause your mind is better free. So when I quit my job, then my work ethic increased. Wake up, hit snooze, man, my eyes are tired. I think I'll be in traffic till I'm retired. Gotta clock in, hope I don't get fired. This shit ain't even close to what I desire. I don't think I'm gonna last another day. I'm in a trap, damn, there's gotta be another way. I'ma do my own thing cause I'm not in burst. Fuck it, I don't want a job, I just wanna work. I don't want a job, I just wanna work. I don't want a job, I just wanna work. I don't want a job, I just wanna work. I don't want a job, I just wanna work.
Hello?
Hey boss, yeah, I'm not coming in today.
What?
Yeah.
Well, did you get your shift covered?
Nah,
Let me guess, you've got some rap shit to do?
something like that, yeah.
Look, if you don't come in today, you won't have a place here anymore.
That's cool, cause I quit anyways.
What the fuck?
Wake up, hit snooze, man, my eyes are tired. I think I'll be in traffic till I'm retired. Gotta clock in, hope I don't get fired. This shit ain't even close to what I desire. I don't think I'm gonna last another day. I'm in a trap, damn, there's gotta be another way. I'ma do my own thing, cause I'm not in burst. Fuck it, I don't don't want a job, I just want to work. I don't want a job, I just want to work. I don't want a job, I just want to work. I don't want a job, I just want to work. I don't want a job, I just want to work.
Hey guys, we're back. This is Carly.
And this is Colton.
And we're with Feeki and JP again.
Hey, go to bed.
If you remember, Feeki and JP joined us for our very first show back in October.
Yeah, it was about October.
October 12th. No, that was the day you guys canceled. Because I still have the parking pass.
Oh, yes.
We didn't cancel. There was a miscommunication. I would just like to
It was
point that
October
out.
17th was the show.
October 17th. So almost 2 months
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, about 2 months.
So in those 2 months, what have you
In
guys
2
been
months,
up
we've
to?
already ran out of guests, so we just have to start recycling
Just
them.
start over. That's what you gotta do.
We're going to do everyone twice. So what have you guys been up to since October 17th?
Well, I turned 24.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got 2 more years on my dad's insurance, so, you know.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
fun. Did you do anything?
I just went out to dinner a bunch, you know, when
A
you're
bunch?
Well, like,
There's only one dinner
much.
time.
well, I
Since
had-
last show, I've been to dinner quite a few times.
yeah,
35
three
times.
dinners. My girlfriend, my dad, and my mom. So it's like 3 different.
They all took you to 3 separate dinners?
Yeah, 3 different nights. Yeah.
Where did you go?
We went to Kai Sushi in Carson with my dad, super good spot. And then we went to M3.
What's that?
It's like, have you heard of Moxie's restaurant, Moxie?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's
like
like a bar. Right?
Yeah, it's like their third one. It's their third restaurant, but it's not really. It's a bar there,
It's
but
like
it's
nicer.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
nice
okay.
one.
It's almost like fine dining, I think, but
It's
Really?
like right below it. It's like cheap fine dining. So
Like Olive Garden.
no,
Better?
Nice.
More than
Yeah,
Olive
better than
Garden.
that, yeah,
He went to Olive Garden for his 24th birthday.
yeah. And we went to Olive Garden. That's where we're at.
Did
It
you?
took me. Yeah, yeah.
oh my
You went to Olive Garden?
Yeah.
Oh my
They
god.
got breadsticks,
Yeah.
dude.
Soup,
That's
salad,
okay.
and breadsticks.
Unlimited
Let's go.
Yeah,
breadsticks.
but don't be confused. You know how they used to have the soup salad breadstick deal for like $8.99? That's only like 11 to 3 Monday through Thursday.
Who the fuck is going to Olive Garden at 11 a.m. on the weekdays?
I've been before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
At
I was about to
11
say.
on like a Tuesday?
Maybe 12.
Yeah, they got some crazy egg noodle soup, like scrambled egg.
Ew.
Wait, what?
Just kidding.
Like,
I was like,
sounds
what?
disgusting.
Like it's breakfast.
Miso soup.
Miso soup with the poached
Best.
egg.
Chicken chow mein there.
Oh.
We just had some shit left over in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Isn't
sometimes
this
I
Italian?
feel like that's how they... Their soup's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
There's Zuppa
Zuppa
Toscana.
Toscana.
Yeah.
stop.
What
That's-
one is that? Is that like the chili
It's
one?
like- no, it's like
No.
the cream.
It's got sausage, kale, and like
Potatoes.
potatoes in it.
Oh.
Super
What do you
good.
get?
I don't think I've been to Olive Garden since about 2013.
Jesus.
But normally that soup that's kind of like a chili. Do you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah.
The minestrone.
No, it's like a chili. If you say can I have the soup that's kind of like chili, they'll totally know what you're talking about. I don't know what's in it. It's been a
Have you been?
long time.
Oh, when's the
Oh,
last
I've been.
Did you get the,
I've been to
did you
Olive
get the
Garden.
soup?
No, I go for salad usually.
So
Who
you just
goes
say
to Olive
no
Garden
soup?
for the
Their
salad?
salad bumps.
Well, I don't go there for the salad.
Yeah.
I just get the salad.
Yeah.
You have to get the pasta. What do you get there, Colton?
Me? Oh, I always get the soup and the fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh.
It's like the fucking whitest order you could get other than chicken fingers. They have a fucking chicken parm sandwich there.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's like deep fried chicken on bread. It's not even fucking Italian food at this point. It's
Yeah.
like they're
Olive
just like
Garden's not that good anyway.
it's
No,
all right.
It's cheap.
I'd
But
rather
it's-
go to
it's-
that Denny's and
yeah, exactly. Get the Grand Slam for $5.
Get a fucking pound of butter. You try to get that at Olive Garden, I guarantee you'll be shut down.
full steak on one loaf, one slice.
But okay, so remember how the cat kept getting on the counter and licking that box?
Yes, Colton's cat. Oh,
I
Colton's
couldn't
cat.
figure it out, and then I opened
Was
it.
there butter in
There
there?
was butter.
I asked him,
inside.
said, is there butter in there? Colton has the cutest cat in the world. His name's Hennessy.
Ooh, nice name.
And his dog's name's Kahlua.
Yeah, yeah.
But his cat is so cute, and it was on the table the other day, and it was licking like the ceramic thing of butter. But it was like what is that, like a cover
I think
or
butter
Yeah.
box?
thing, but people usually don't put butter in that. It's just
Yeah,
decoration.
was it melted?
No, it was fine, but like I couldn't figure out why he's fucking obsessed over this box.
It's a freak. Cats are
He's
freaks.
like, what the fuck is in this? It was butter.
I feel
It
that.
was butter.
But yeah, so besides
Speaking
turning,
of Denny's and butter.
speaking of Denny's,
Yeah.
but it's besides turning 24, what else has everyone been up to?
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're-
just him turning 24.
That was the
That's
only
what we've
thing.
both been up to.
Making
Yeah.
more music.
We
Yeah.
both been up to that.
I turned 27.
Yeah, he turned 27.
Between last
After-
show and this show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh shit. both
Now you're not
birthdays.
on insurance anymore.
I haven't been for a full year already.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
26.
Shit.
Okay, give me the breakdown. What do I need to expect? How much a month?
Nothing, dude. When you claim that you make zero, you pay like 50 a month. And that's
Really?
it. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
on
good.
that,
I'm
like,
good.
Welfare insurance.
Yeah,
what
I'm
on.
claiming zero till I die, dude.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I had some free sushi for my birthday. At,
Where does that
Sushi
Sushi Rose?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Free sushi.
Yeah.
that's about it. Had Thanksgiving. Some cheap turkey.
Oh, yeah, Thanksgiving.
Some cheap cranberries.
Thanksgiving, do you
Dude,
guys
He
do
had some cheap cranberries.
from where?
Out of the can. We put those on the table. They're still in the fucking can.
It looks like a cranberry can. Like it was funny. He sent me a video. and I
The
just
kind on the
couldn't
can is the best. But I made some homemade
I
cranberry
didn't have
syrup.
any fucking cranberries. Not cranberry juice, cranberry sauce.
Cranberry
What
juice.
is it? What
No,
is that?
cranberry sauce
It's
is a
like
staple.
Jello.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a gelatin.
And they're
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Comes
but my
out like
mom
a
just
fucking
like put them
cylinder.
out of the can,
Yeah.
but didn't slice them, and just handed me that to put on the table. I was like, Jesus.
You could see the
Just
like
cylinder indent.
Yeah, you could.
That's right.
It's so funny.
You've never had that?
I have.
It comes. It's like a.
No, I know what it is.
Yeah.
But we didn't have any this year for Thanksgiving. And also, my sister's a vegan, so we had to do everything and then make a vegan version of it, like a
So
vegan
it'd be
green
like
bean
A
casserole.
big thing of fucking tofu.
No, like
so-
vegan mashed potatoes, because they all have like butter in it.
So just shitty boiled potatoes.
No, they were so gross. They were
Yeah.
so gross.
At that point, you probably just bring your own food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. But yeah, it was bad. But do you guys do ham and turkey on Thanksgiving? I was having this debate yesterday at
We
work.
just did turkey.
Yeah, we just do turkey.
My dad did ham and turkey
Do you
because
like-
he just loves it, though. You know.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a turducken? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's like it's a chicken stuffed inside of a duck,
Oh boy.
and then they stuff that inside of a turkey, and you
Oh
cook
my
all
God.
three together.
Jeez.
And when you cut it up, and it's 3 different birds.
That sounds kind of good.
That's good.
Dang.
But you know, you gotta fucking reach in the turkey's asshole to get the other shit. out
That's
of it.
true.
Well,
That's
it's not
true.
alive.
Well, it's not alive, but it's still the
Still
concept
asshole.
of the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for real. Did you guys get a Christmas tree at all?
I did.
A real one?
Yeah.
Did
I
you
cut
chop it down yourself?
It's only like 3 feet tall at
Oh.
most.
It looks like he just chopped the top off of one.
A real
It
tree.
does look like that, but it was at the ground.
There's some dead tree out there you cut the top off of. That'll work.
Yeah, that'll work.
Colton's tree kind of looks like that too.
Yeah, my tree.
Colton
we-
had a really bad
We
experience getting a
busted
tree.
our ass, okay, because my girlfriend is insanely picky when it comes to trees. So she made us hike 2 fucking miles
Dude.
into a snowstorm.
Get her a pillow and a blanket,
She
dude.
should have been. She's been
Yeah,
tired.
so we had to cut this tree down. This tree is maybe like 6 feet tall. Maybe it's decently tall, and we had to carry it back. And the sun went down already, so it's dark, and we're walking back through the mountains, and she slipped, and I think like broke her tailbone. It's still like this is a little over a week ago, and it's still like she can barely fucking walk. But some guy in a Jeep like drove by and saw her like laying on the ground. He's like, "Do you guys want me to just truck you out of the rest of the way?" We had to you had to fucking like drive us the rest of the mile. The tree's not that
It's
nice.
funny too because
The tree's like-
going to get
yeah.
a Christmas tree is supposed to be like a
Like
fun,
fun,
little
bonding.
excursion.
It's fun.
No, the
I
tree
like
is like abnormally girthy for how tall it is. It's like a chode tree. It's like fucking like this. It's like this tall and like this wide. We had to like rearrange our furniture.
Sounds like a
for-
juniper, dude.
It's like the middle section of a tree.
Yeah, that's usually what it looks like. We got ours from like Walmart.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
because
just got it from
they're fucking
Walmart.
perfect every time.
Did
Yeah.
you get a real tree ever when you lived at home?
Yeah, they get them.
Okay.
They get that Douglas fir from Home Depot.
That Josh Rickard said, "Yo, I'm doing big Christmas tree gigs." He got to film it.
Oh, really?
He's like, "I made $3,500 yesterday delivering trees. I was like, geez, dude. He's like, dude, the
3,500.
tree market's huge. I was like, what's going on? We need a merger.
That's big business.
Yeah.
There's a documentary.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, it just came out on Netflix called The Tree Man or something like that. It's just about a guy who sells trees.
During
Like, that's
Christmas.
it,
They
yeah.
made an entire fucking documentary
Ooh,
on it.
that's cool. I bet he does good, honestly.
It's in New York, isn't it?
I think. I mean, I'm sure he does good. I've never had a real tree ever growing up. We had it one year when we had a foreign exchange student, but that was it.
Just
You
to,
trying
like-
to make it look better
Yeah.
for him.
Welcome
oh
to
yeah, my
America.
mom was like, we gotta
Yeah.
get. God, I'm so loud. We gotta get a tree for the foreign exchange student.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Where was the student from?
We had 3 of them. One was from Chile. One was from
Chile.
maybe another one was from Chile, and one was from. Oh, I don't remember. Argentina? I feel bad. I don't remember where they were
What a
from.
shitty host family.
I know. I was in the.
Where the fuck are you from again?
I
Which
know.
one are you?
Yeah.
I was in
Decorate the tree.
Decorate the tree. I was in the 7th grade, so of course I was so uninterested in whatever's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I brought some foreign exchange students over to Carly's work.
Oh
time
my
I-
god, I loved them.
They're such dickheads.
They were so
They're from
funny.
Denmark.
They were
And
hella
for
cool.
some reason in Denmark, there's still like no like socially acceptable way to talk to people. So they're just assholes in
They
public.
were so sweet.
They're all right. They're
That's
dicks.
because they're taxed at like 60%,
Yeah.
so they're just pissed off all the time.
Yeah, there's.
There's mad.
I made $60,000 this year. Only got like 10,000 back. Yeah. But free healthcare that I have to wait 6 months for to get.
Is it expensive to live in Denmark? Probably.
Yeah. Gas. They were telling me is like $7 to $8 a gallon. Like a candy, and I don't know if this is true. They might just be bullshitting me just to bullshit me. But
Like, we don't want him here.
yeah, don't fucking tell them. Just make it sound shitty. Well, one of them's from Denmark, one of them's from Germany. The one from Germany, he was saying that college there, you go straight from high school into like what major you want to go into in college, and per year, college is only $300, like at university. And 250 of that pays for transportation. So like your bus pass and train pass. The rest of it's tuition. So these fuckers are paying like $50 in tuition.
Yeah.
But also the drinking age is only like 18, 17 over there. So he comes here. He was like, I think he's 20. And he was like, we like took him to all the bars because he's always talking about drinking, but he couldn't drink at any of the bars because he's only 20.
Oh no, I served
he's
him
like,
at my
"This is-
restaurant.
You did serve him.
I hope no one from my work listens to this. It's okay. He's been drinking since he was like 12, so he can handle it.
Yeah, those Germans.
Yeah. So Christmas is coming up.
What did you guys ask for?
A fucking break. Just kidding.
I don't know. I haven't asked for anything.
Yeah, you
My
don't
mom
really.
keeps asking me like every day, but I never get back to her.
Is there anything you want that you're thinking of?
No. I
Not
don't
one
think
thing.
So.
Nothing?
Maybe some clothes.
Yeah, close.
Too cheap to buy myself,
Yeah,
so.
that's the move.
Would you ask for cool?
I didn't ask for anything.
Aw.
I haven't even bought any gifts yet. Which is,
Same.
yeah, like I'm just...
I haven't bought any gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, actually, my siblings, like, we all go in on gifts. So, like, me, Jack, and Jesse will all get
Yeah.
Lauren something. And Lauren, Jesse, and Jack will get,
Yeah.
So Jesse just ordered everything, and I Venmo'd her. So my Christmas shopping's done.
Nice,
Move.
that's easy.
And that's
Yeah.
the big bulk is my siblings because there's so
Yeah.
many of them. Like, and I
You've
don't
got,
have
like,
any
half
friends.
a basketball team in your family.
That's a basketball team?
Third
No,
stringers.
you guys have like almost. You guys almost have a full basketball
Oh,
team.
I
You
was
don't
like-
have the basketball
I was
team.
like, Nevada basketball is
No,
they're not my
Nevada
family
basketball.
members.
They're doing good though this year. I don't know anything
They're
about
doing
10-0.
so
They're
10-0,
10-0.
yeah.
After
They
yesterday.
just played yesterday they played
Canyon.
Grand Canyon.
Almost got their asses kicked.
They played Arizona State, which
Yeah.
was supposed to be a super hard game, and they were trailing by hella.
15 at the half. Or
And then they
something.
won
yeah.
by like 8 or something.
What's the difference like from last year? Because I never heard. I never
They
heard
got some
much.
better. They got a 5-star, like
Yeah, Jordan
McDonald's
Brown.
All-American, but he doesn't play that much.
McDonald's.
Decent amount.
McDonald's All-American. It's like a, I don't know, it's like a.
You get free nuggets.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're tall.
Every free
Here's
throw.
some
So
free
basically,
McChickens.
they're all really well fed. Is what,
Yeah.
is what I'm getting from this.
No, yeah, he's from Sacramento, Jordan.
Yeah, and then there's some of their transfers, like Trey Porter, who's a starter.
Porter's fucking.
Yeah, he's
Killing
good.
it
So
this
like their
year.
transfers
Yeah.
are really good. They're just fucking good.
That's
like
good. Yeah, that's good.
I was
They were
work-
good last year though.
They
Like
were good.
not as good, but
They're not as good, but they were good. They've been
Yeah.
good for like consistent for the last
3 years.
3 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I was at work last night, and there was this kid in there, and he was trying to tell me like, oh, that basketball sucks. And I'm like, you're just trying to be unlike everyone else. Like they're not. Like
Yeah.
how could you say they're
10-0,
bad?
they fucking suck.
He's like, well, they're Gonzaga and Duke's better. I'm like, yeah, that's why Gonzaga and Duke's ranked above
Ranked
them.
higher. Yeah,
Like,
Nevada's number 6.
yeah.
Damn, 6 in the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
pretty fucking
really good.
Yeah, no, they're so good.
Yeah.
I'm like, kid, why are you trying to like discredit them?
Yeah.
Why don't I seem if they're number 6? You would think like they'd be selling merch out the wazoo.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't been to any games this semester just because I've been working all the
Yeah,
time.
you
but-
don't watch TV, you don't go to games, and you don't go to school.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
where,
yeah.
where are you gonna see them?
Yeah, Instagram pictures, honestly.
Yeah. Do you follow them on Instagram?
I just follow like this girl Andrea who takes photos for the basketball team, and this guy Chef who kind of films and stuff. So
Okay.
I see like
Of
the
it.
coolest pictures. But
They're hella funny on Instagram because they act like the Kardashians. It's so funny.
Who, the team?
The team.
what?
They love themselves. It's
Oh,
funny
yeah.
though, you
Well,
know.
of course.
Well, they're number
I
6
would.
in the nation.
I'd love myself
I'd
too,
love
yeah.
myself too. But no, they're super. I'm really excited
That'd
to
be
see.
fucking
That's
post-
what. Speaking of what people ask for Christmas, Jack asked for a ticket to go to March Madness. I was like,
Oh, that's a good.
isn't it?
That's very expensive.
Jack
though.
always says, "I'm all about experiences,
Yeah.
not material gifts."
That's a material gift, though.
That's an
A
experience.
ticket.
It's an experience.
But
It's a material gift for an
An
experience.
experience is like hiking.
No.
You know what I mean?
I would say you could ask for
It's a cheap
experiences.
gift.
That is a cheap gift. Here we're gonna do Spooner Lake.
It's not even like a gift card or anything. They're just like, that's what we'll do.
All right, put on your boots. Merry Christmas.
We're going hiking.
It's like, that's the
Fuck you,
gift,
Mom.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
I'll
do you
drive.
do for? Do you have any
Drop you
like
off.
fun Christmas traditions?
No.
No. Do you guys have any Christmas traditions like hiking or?
Nah.
No, my dad it's like a party at my dad's. That's it.
Okay.
That's the tradition.
Do you? You guys
My
probably do something like fucking dress in the same pajamas. And
mom always wears pajamas
my
from Old
God.
Navy.
Play basketball.
Let's get a pickup game going, guys.
Yeah, every morning that's the first thing we do. We wake up
Shirts and
at like
skins.
6 a.m. Shirts and skins basketball game, and then we open
kids
presents.
as always get the fuck out of the shirts. Dude.
For real.
Oh
No,
god.
that's what we do. We play basketball game. My mom always makes a quiche.
Oh, quiche's good.
Quiche is fire.
Yeah, that is good.
I love quiche.
Isn't
It's
that
like,
like
a
an
fancy
egg pie?
omelet. Yeah.
Egg pie or
Omelet
something?
pie.
Egg pie. Yeah,
It
pretty much.
literally
It's all it
egg
is.
pie.
It's
But
an omelet and a pie crust.
Ooh,
It's good.
yeah, that is good.
quiche right now. My mom always makes quiche. We always play board games. Like this year, I think we're doing a white elephant exchange, but
Yeah.
with board games. So you,
Oh, that's good.
I love board games. Do you guys like board games?
Hell no.
Nah.
What?
We're both only children, so we have like 2 people to buy gifts for, and that's it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's
And you
no,
didn't
like,
have anyone to play
traditions
board
and-
games
nah.
with?
Yeah, no.
Aw.
Yeah, I
board
feel
game.
that.
I don't even own a board game, honestly. Like my dad is like, nah.
What I think the only game that I played was like, what is it? Sorry, where you like hit the thing in the middle. It's because no one played with me, so.
That's-
Oh, bop it.
No, not bop it. No, it's like you
My
hit
favorite board game's Bop It.
the twist it.
Yeah.
Flick it. That's literally
Yeah.
what they are.
Yeah, I've had that.
I actually had that too. That's the
That's
only
what
child
bop-
gift.
That's the board game for only children.
Yeah.
It's a Bop It.
That's because you just play with that shit for like 3 hours at a time.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Those are the gifts that you get, and it's just to entertain yourself.
Yeah, your
Parents
parents
give
know.
you that, and it's like, all right, we're good.
What was
for
the
3
Alright, we can
coolest?
finally fucking
What
get
was
away
the
from that
coolest
asshole.
Christmas gift you've received besides Bop It?
I don't know.
Mine was a dirt bike back
That's
when I was
that's
5.
pretty good.
That's
That was
pretty
number 1.
I
No
can't.
one's
I
topped
asked
it.
that question, but I can't even answer that.
I don't know.
You don't
Me
have one, do you?
either.
No, I never got a bike. Probably
got-
just gear and shit that I wanted for
The bike.
racing, though.
Yeah.
One time I got the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader video game on your computer. I was pretty stoked on that. I had a weird obsession with Are You Smarter Than a Fifth
Weird
Grader.
session
terrible.
with Jeff Foxworthy.
Oh no, there's
What
this
grade were you
kid. I was. No, I probably was in like the 4th or 5th grade, and there was this kid on the show. His name was Spencer,
Okay.
and I loved him. I'm gonna pull up a picture just so you guys can see.
Spencer from Are You Smarter Than a Fifth
If he's
Grader.
listening,
He's not.
He's probably,
hit
he's
me up,
probably not.
Spencer.
He's probably dead.
He's probably picking
Childhood
up a few
fame
cards
got
right
to his
now.
head.
Childhood
In
fame.
the parking lot.
Spencer.
You
I feel
actually
like
have a
that
picture
video
on your
game's not for 5th graders.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like, did you go to school today? It's like the same shit that you're learning at school.
It's like trivia.
Those questions aren't 5th grade questions.
Yeah,
No.
they're definitely
My
not.
ass.
No, and then
what
that's
I-
where they go to school for like the however long they film. Like
It's
they're
like-
in school, and when they're I know about the behind the scenes of Are You Smarter Than Us?
Wait, what is it? So they're in school when they film it?
Spencer's a fucking
It's
dweeb.
a Spencer, my boo.
Oh my god.
That kid's on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Spencer, I love you. They go to school there, so like they film however long, 5 hours of the day, and the other 5 hours they're in school, but they're learning what they're going to be asked on the show.
See, that's a
So it's
fucking-
fake.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Because they ask some like dumb question, like what was Abraham Lincoln's left foot size?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, how could you not know that? 13?
What'd you
13.
say? Oh, okay, yeah. See,
That's
Easy.
true. I know a lot about Abraham Lincoln, weirdly.
wait, was it really?
Is it really?
Who killed him?
John Wilkes Booth.
Oh, he's good.
When was he born?
Boring?
Born? What year?
Oh, born. I thought he said boring.
When was he born?
When was he
He's never
boring?
born.
I'm like, he's pretty boring always. I don't know when he was born, but I know we became a state when he was in presidency
That's
or
true.
whatever.
When was he? What year was he the president?
It was
I don't
1864.
know, like 53 years ago.
More than at least 53 years ago, probably more.
53 plus.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure like JFK died 53 years ago. It was like 50.
Yeah, and Abraham Lincoln.
Isn't
was
Nevada's
born
birthday like 55 or 50 something?
idea.
Yeah, but 18.
1864.
What do you mean?
18. What year were we?
1864.
64?
1864. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Not 1964.
1964 was JFK. I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
know
sure.
more about Abraham Lincoln than Nevada. You guys got me off track.
No, actually, since we're talking about Abraham Lincoln, Nevada was made so Abraham Lincoln could get extra votes.
So
Oh,
we
I
are
see.
the state.
We're kind of like
we're
we were
Abraham
used.
Lincoln's
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah,
Why
pretty
is
much.
that not the name of our state?
Why would we name it Abraham Lincoln?
Or Abraham? I live in
That's a
Abraham.
shitty.
That
fucking-
sounds normal.
I live in
actually.
Lincoln. That could be cool.
Yeah,
But there's Lincoln
actually-
County.
Here?
I'm pretty sure. And we only have like 10, so it's probably.
Oh yeah, I
less.
think
And
there's
they're all
Lincoln County.
fucked up, let's be honest.
You ever been to
Well,
Tonopah?
2 of them.
No.
I think we talked about
Yeah,
Tonopah.
we talked about this
once.
last time, dude.
Tony?
The McDonald's only has
I mean,
the
yeah,
Spicy
exactly.
McChicken.
those are good.
Yeah, I've never
Well-
been to any cities besides Reno, Vegas, and like Carson.
So when I was in high school, we would do these competitions
was
like
our top 3.
in Reno. Top
Definitely
three.
Reno.
And so we'd have to we'd have to take all these high schoolers in a bus from Vegas to Reno. We did this a couple of times a year. And on one of these trips, I kept telling this kid what a McBitchin was. And he's like, "There's no such thing as a McBitchin." You guys know what that is, right? It's like
No.
you order a McDouble, and then you get a McChicken, and you put the McChicken in the middle of the McDouble. So it's like a double-decker
Oh.
sandwich. Yeah, yeah. So,
Hamburger and chicken.
yeah. So I walked in, and I was like, "Can I get a McDouble?" We walked into this McDonald's in Hawthorne, which is also a weird
I've
fucking
been there.
city.
I've been to that McDonald's too.
Yeah, yeah. So I like
I
walked
don't
in,
think
That's a clean one.
and
dude.
it's a it's a nice McDonald's. I'm like, this whole day, this kid's like, "Fuck you, that's not a real thing." I walked in, I was like, "Can I get a McDouble, McChicken?" And the McDonald's employee like gets serious and he goes, "A McBitchin?" I was like,
No way.
"Yeah,
dude.
McBitchin, yeah."
That's gotta be a Hawthorne thing.
That was a
it
hot.
is.
It has to be started
Is
from
that-
Hawthorne.
is-
Hawthorne is weird. Have you
it's
been
a-
there?
No. Where is that?
It's in like buttfuck, Nevada. It's like the largest army weapons depot in this country,
Mhm.
and that's where they train the Navy for undersea warfare.
Huh.
In the middle of fucking Nevada, it's like a lake.
Is it like on the drive between Vegas and Reno?
Yeah, yeah, but
I've
they
never,
say
I've
so.
never
There's
done
this,
that drive.
there's this
but
big
I'm
ass
doing it for
lake.
spring break.
There's this big lake in the middle of the desert, and apparently they say that there's tunnels that lead from that lake to the Pacific Ocean, because that lake, Walker
is it?
Lake. What's
Walker.
that? Walker Lake.
Oh,
Yeah.
or I think we're talking about this when we're talking about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and so Walker Lake, literally out. There's a sign outside that says
I remember.
United States Official Undersea Warfare Center.
Oh.
Is
And
it
like-
true? Is this really tunnels?
I don't know.
You remember you have a homie who's like working with that, or what? Someone came in was saying how they're doing some restoration on some.
Oh
lake.
yeah, that was Carissa.
Yeah, and then you're like, are there really tunnels? Is it that same lake?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Well, I've heard there's tunnels from like Pyramid to Tahoe.
I heard that too, but I
Do you
think that's
think?
true.
I think that's true too.
Yeah,
'cause
'cause
people
Pyramid-
die in Pyramid and get found in Tahoe.
Huh.
Yeah, Pyramid's one
Where's
of the
Pyramid?
only like up north over here. It's also a big ass lake.
Oh.
It's one of the only
I've
lakes
never heard of it.
in the country that's fed through underground aquifers. I think something weird
Yeah,
like that.
dude, there's some haunted shit there. Dude.
Yeah, water babies.
Dude, that's real, bro.
Do you know what water babies are?
I don't know exactly, but I've heard the story, and my dad has told me to, because he wouldn't let me go in that fucking water.
What is it?
Because it's on the native reservation out there, and apparently there's like this folklore in their culture that a bunch of babies like drowned in the water, and I can't remember if it was on purpose. Like they had, I think like a neighboring tribe like drowned their babies, something weird. But apparently, if you go there at night, you can hear like crying and shit.
Oh,
I heard
God, I hate
Tonopah's
babies.
Tonopah's haunted as shit. The Clown Motel. There's a motel that's specifically themed about clowns.
That's what I mean.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Would you guys ever stay in like a haunted hotel?
No,
That's
like-
like,
No,
no.
my buddy did that. Brendan did that like 2 days ago in VC.
Why?
One of those ones up there.
Did he see anything?
I don't know. I haven't
did he
got-
like? Was it like haunted before? Did like?
No, yeah.
like, it's known for
like
being haunted?
Yeah, it's like an attraction. Like you can stay in this fucking haunted
Did
place.
anything happen to him?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
He's
He's dead.
No
Yeah.
one's heard from him
I
since.
actually haven't heard from him since
Yeah,
then.
look,
Dude,
here's
he's
the
like
Clown
100 bucks.
Motel.
Just gonna
This
show
is
up
in
in Pyramid.
Tonopah.
That is so creepy. Who-
Yeah, you guys know the Clown Motel,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we drove by there
Yeah.
a couple times, yeah.
Is it like a fun experience or
No,
like?
I don't think so.
No, that place looks
Yeah.
fucking trash, dude.
Last
It's
time they painted
31
that
a
was Abraham
night.
Lincoln's birthday.
$31 a night?
Yeah. And you get a breakfast.
Wow.
That's a cheap breakfast, I guarantee it.
That is.
Or was that what hotel that we keep staying at with those shitty breakfasts?
Dude,
Days in or
our
something.
son,
Was it
Days In with the
Days In?
sun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Days In.
Yeah. Oh, they got good breakfast at Days In.
They got,
No,
they got
is that
egg
a-
taco.
Wait, is that real? Because I'm staying at a Days Inn
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
spring
the
break.
breakfast.
Continental.
Really?
It's called a continental.
Continental. Oh, they got.
I thought you said it was.
breakfast.
Didn't you just say it was bad?
No, good.
It
It's
is
good.
okay
Yeah.
because
no,
we're.
they got these eggs that
Savory.
like. What shape is that? It's like a half circle.
Like,
They're
like
kind of
any
fake.
lips.
It's like a taco folded, you know?
But it's an egg.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
an egg.
And then, it's an omelet.
They full.
Oh, when they're basic omelets with like just cheese in them, we're like nothing
Yeah,
in
but
them.
Yeah.
but just the egg, and no
Cheese.
one knows if the egg's real or not.
It's not real.
It's just like the fake shit you get at like Walmart.
Plastic toast.
Plastic toast.
Yeah.
I forgot it.
Like
about the
toast
omelet.
that's
It
just-
was so gross.
But get it, just so you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I will,
Yeah,
because
get
we're
the
we're staying
folded
at a Days Inn. I think we're staying at a Days
Where?
Inn for spring break.
Where are you going? Yeah. What?
Havasu.
Oh yeah, because that's like the only hotel in that vicinity.
Well, like all the Airbnbs were so expensive, and so
And shit.
Get a tent.
Yeah.
no. I don't. Do you like camping?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I like camping.
Yeah.
Camping.
You
Well, you
like
said it
camping?
like you didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's only
I haven't
good
been
for,
camping
like,
in a
3
very long
days, that's
time.
it,
Yeah.
honestly.
You're like, do you guys like camping?
You like
And then you're like,
camping?
yeah, I like camping.
That's how I
too."
always approach a question. I'm like, get other people's opinions, and then I'm
Before
like,
you-
yeah, me too.
Before you make your own,
Like,
yeah.
so do you? And then I'll be like, oh
I
yeah,
mean-
fuck camping. And you go, yeah, I hella like camping.
Camping sucks. No, camping's dope.
Yeah, I haven't been in a very long time. That's a family
The
tradition
ver-
we used to do all the time was camp.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Once a summer.
The very first time Brittany, my girlfriend, and I went camping together, we decided to go in like February, which was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It was so goddamn cold. It was so cold that we couldn't even get the fire to start. So I'm sitting there with the campfire. We brought like fucking weenies to
Is this
cook.
is this when you were hella high and you were trying to
No.
cook the?
No, that was a different time. That's another good story. But so the fire wouldn't even start. So I have this weenie on a stick, right? And I'm taking the lighter fluid and like dousing the fire and then lighting it and then like roasting it for like 10 seconds and the fire goes out again and I'm doing that like fucking 10 times.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, fuck this. We're gonna drive to Carson City. And we were somewhere up in Tahoe Mountains, and we could drive to Carson City and go to Walmart and get a bunch of charcoal. So we drive like an hour to Carson City. I don't remember what it was, but like wood, whatever the fuck it was.
Definitely have never camped
Yeah.
before.
And I think it was we went to go get wood and like more lighter fluid. And so we come back. So that's like this is now like 2-3 hours that we've been driving and like getting shit in Carson City. We get back and the fucking fire's going like very well too. So like okay cool like at least the fire's going for and like lit while we were gone. So like
That's safe.
yeah, so I'm like, all right, fuck it. So there's like there's a family like in the camp spot next to us with a bunch of little kids, and I bring out my
Ew.
weenies again, and I'm like so frustrated at this point. And all these weenies get done cooking, so I like go to grab the stick to pull them out, and they all go and like slide off into the fire.
Why don't you just eat
And
them
I
like
just
coals?
I just turned around and went fuck this, and then all these little kids like look over it, and they're like, Mom.
They're probably thinking, why is he calling those weenies when they're a hot dog?
That's a hot dog.
It's a hot dog, not a
Yeah,
mini.
well, that was very uncomfortable because they're called hot dogs.
You know, fucking hot dogs.
I
He's talking about
love.
the small ones.
Yeah, the little ones.
Oh,
Those
on
are
the
little smokies.
Yeah.
like that.
Not the smokies.
Little Smokies,
Not these
yeah.
little things.
Yeah.
Really, they make little ones.
You've never had smokies?
Those are
That's
Those are fucking.
it's not like sausages, like pigs in a blanket.
No.
kinda. It's like without the blanket.
Just a pig. But they're smoked.
But that's just a sausage.
You never like have like a Super Bowl party and you make mini meatballs and smokies.
Super.
Oh, they're like little, but I call them like sausages or like little hot dogs.
No.
Yeah.
Sausages are like the breakfast thing.
What do you think when you're having a Super Bowl party is like the one?
I've never had a Super Bowl party. It came to mind.
But like, have you been to a Super Bowl party?
Yeah, I've been to
Like,
a
what's
Super
the number one appetizer you need? This is a question for everyone.
well,
'cause
like,
this is
I
important.
haven't made it.
That you need?
Yeah, like for a Super Bowl.
Smokies.
Really?
No, just like
That's
Doritos
deviled
and
eggs.
dip.
I would
Oh,
say
yeah,
a
here we
chip and a
go.
dip.
It depends how cheap the party is, really.
Yeah.
If you're going to someone's party that throws parties all the time, like if I went to seniors party,
Yeah.
there better be Smokies, meatballs.
They're there.
There's gonna be edibles there for sure.
Yeah.
But
Barbecue,
if
water.
I was throwing the party, it would be a fucking bag of Tostitos and store-bought dip, and that's it.
That's it.
But the
Queso.
chip and the
You'd be
dip is
lucky to get
the
that.
the heart of a Super Bowl party, in my
Like
opinion.
Onion dip.
Mm.
You don't like onion dip?
What do they put? What's the
Onions.
No, what's the other like spinach artichoke?
That's a good
That's
one.
the
good.
best
Yeah,
kind of
spinach
dip.
artichokes,
Yeah, yeah.
Spicy queso.
Ew, I don't
What's-
like queso.
What?
What's your guys' goals for 2019?
Shit.
Oh, that's a good question.
Um,
Well, I'm graduating in 2019, so
Yeah,
I feel like
fucking
I have a
right.
lot of goals. Like I need to find a job and move. So that's my goal.
That's a pretty.
It's to get a good job.
That's a big goal.
That's not really a goal. That's just like a thing you have
It's
to
a
do.
life-
That's
Lifestyle.
true.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
I haven't even
My
thought
goal
of my...
is to get older one more year.
Yeah, God. I don't know.
Not live on the streets. You know.
Yeah.
my
That's a goal. Yeah.
Get a job. What's your guys' goals?
Fuck, for our show to get more than like 10 views. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a good goal. That'll be my goal too.
Omegle.
No.
Go
What?
on, go on, Omegle.
Yeah.
What's Omegle? No.
That's
It was like
that shit
those
where you-
chat
It's
chat
like
sites
video
where you
chat.
would like, which is so horrifying that our parents let us go on this.
I
You-
saw so many dicks.
Did
Yes.
your parents let you do that, or were you just doing that?
It's true. I was
I'm
just
pretty
doing
sure.
that.
You
Like,
never been
Mom
on there?
logged me
What
onto
was the other?
Omegle.
Oh, chat roulette.
Chat
Chat
roulette.
roulette.
Yeah.
Do you
Where
remember
it's
chat?
just like you could webcam someone random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'd be like one fucking creepy guy, one weird like 10-year-old kid, and then someone jerking off.
Dude, that is
Five
weird.
more jerk offs.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
wonder
like,
how
a
what they're
chick
if
that
like you could
wasn't
still
real.
go on Omegle
it's
right
just
now.
like-
Yeah.
Like, are they still up?
Let's do it.
Are we going on Omegle?
Maybe not on the school computer.
Is it bad all the time like that?
I'm pretty sure.
I think I like
It's
still
like
have people from
80%.
Snapchat that I met on Omegle. I'm
It's-
not even joking.
That's weird.
Like-
It is weird. That's what like you
What'd you
know.
say?
I was like
What's-
14.
Yeah, what's even more weird is that you were on Omegle at the time that Snapchat was out. Because I'm talking like
Yeah, it's-
12 years ago.
Yeah, when I was like
Not
in
like
elementary
last year.
school.
Last year.
Oh, you guys
Her
don't go
goals to
on
get
it?
on
Yeah.
Omegle.
All right, here
Yeah,
we go.
but-
We're on
We're on Omegle.
Omega.
What? Do you have to? You could just hit play and like record this.
No one's
Yeah, see,
on.
this- when I was on this shit, they were not on fucking iPhones. They didn't even
Connecting
have
to
yeah.
a partner. I'm so scared right now. Oh my god, we have someone.
Oh, that's.
Can you hear them?
I
that
thi-
guy jerking off.
Dude's probably.
Oh my
It looks like
goodness.
he's an itchy bun.
He's cooking.
what is going on?
Can you hear him?
I don't.
He skipped us.
I don't know if you can hear people.
Yeah, you can.
Damn, dude, they've come up
Really? I thought it was only chatting.
mobile.
Well, I mean,
Connected to next. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the next partner.
Huh.
All right, here we go.
here we go. Full screen.
Oh, yeah, that's someone jacking. off.
Dude.
Oh
that
my
was.
god.
What the fuck?
You don't remember this?
No. I was too busy playing Bop It.
Oh, that's a guy jacking off. Okay, there's another. That's
So Omegle hasn't changed, and for
So-
those
Yeah.
wondering, it's still up and
We're
running.
2 for 3 for jerk off.
Yeah.
that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Don't go on Omegle. If anyone can just shut that site down, please do.
I know. I wonder, like, that's such a creepy website.
Well, the fact that there's dudes that are just like logging on the chat roulette in the morning.
That's
Gotta
hella-
do this. Gotta jack off. Or I got 2 hours to jack
Yeah,
off.
those
in the
guys have
morning.
serious mental issues. You're
Yeah.
doing that when you wake up. Even if you have a job and it's your day off, like, That's what you're doing.
You're going to
Back up on the
Yeah.
webcam.
Yeah.
You know,
To each their own, you know.
and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Too.
That's true. Yeah, it's only 9. Well, you know, they could be somewhere
It could be
else. They could
Eastern
be in
time.
like South
But then
Carolina.
they'd be
No,
doing
you
that.
saw that morning light.
You
saw those
they're on the West Coast.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a 35 degree angle.
Yeah, yeah, the sunlight coming through the window, hitting their balls perfectly. It's
Yeah.
just, that was.
So now that we know that Omegle is still up and running, we need new 2019 goals
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
because that one's shattered.
All right. So 2019.
I don't have
Whose
anything.
goal was that?
I,
That was not
can't
my
remember.
That was not my goal.
That
I
was
don't know
my
how
goal.
we got there.
Oh, that was Carly's goal.
That was my goal.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, because I said my goal and it just sounded like I said
Omegle.
Omegle.
Oh yeah.
That's how we got there. What are your guys' goals?
I don't know how to put it together yet, honestly. Probably just make more money than I did last year.
That's
Because
a
then the
good
more
goal.
money, the more opportunities you got, you know?
That's
That's
a good.
It's always the goal.
Yeah,
That
that's,
is,
that's a
yeah.
good goal.
I, for the first time ever, I made all my goals in 2018.
What were they?
Make more money and not have a real job in
Yeah.
2019. Like, it's a real job, but like not having to, I just get to do photo, video the whole time.
True.
So that's the only time I've ever clicked off. I only had 2 goals, which was to make more money and do that. So,
Without making more money through a non-traditional job, basically.
well, I made more money doing a traditional job, but the more money came from like my side gigs, and then
Oh, the
so
extra.
then now
So
and also next year, there's no traditional job, and I'll be making more money with that non-traditional job. So it's just like awesome.
that's good.
What about yours?
Probably go back to a traditional job. Go back to the valet.
Ballet.
Hopefully they'll hire me for grave shifts. Those are my favorite.
Why?
Dude, it's just good, you know, going to bed at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Are people
And
valeting
starting.
at 2 in the morning? Then?
Yeah,
A
oh, yeah.
lot.
Lots of dirtbags.
Really?
Oh yeah,
They can do valet. I've never done valet.
24 hours, free, no
Yeah.
tip required or
Oh.
expected at 2 a.m.
Did you do the graveyard shift before?
Yeah, I've done them.
Awful.
No, this is the best. They're the sickest shifts. Like, can you imagine going into work at 11, just starting, and it's dark as fuck, it's cold as fuck.
Do you have to be outside?
Well, it's
Um, kind of. It depends like who's managing, because sometimes we'd have like cool managers that did not give a fuck, and you just sit in the office, and like sometimes people are waiting for like 10 minutes, and you're just like, oh fuck, someone's out there. And then other times like you're not allowed to be in the office. You can be inside at the bell desk, but it's like more strict. You couldn't be on your phone. You couldn't be doing anything, and it's 8 hours of hard, like from 11 to 5 a.m. is nothing, and you just stand there, bored out of your fucking mind.
Where was this?
At Atlantis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't like a gross casino like
No, well,
Calneva. I don't even think they have valet
every
parking.
casino
Disney.
past 10 p.m. is gross.
That's
true.
so true.
It's like clockwork.
true.
10 p.m. all the tweakers start coming in.
It is.
So, when you get there at 11, that's prime tweaker hour. So a lot of times you'll just have to deal with them that they want like phone chargers and shit from the bell desk, which who knows how they know that the bell desk has phone chargers, but they do. And they show up, they get the free water, they get a free phone charge, on with their day. Sometimes we have it's called the tweaker well. Unofficially, it's the free water right there, and they'll just fucking leave that shit on and walk away, and the whole front lobby will be flooded.
Like frozen.
Yeah, so there's
Then
that,
it's
and
an
then
ice
you'll have
skating
like the tweaker roll up that actually has a car at 2 a.m. Who knows what they're doing, but you have to valet their crusty ass fucking car that's all
What is the
dirty and shit.
grossest car you've been in?
All of them.
Really?
Most of them, yeah,
The
90%.
nice one comes up. They're like, "Hey, Alex, I'll take this. You go to the next one."
Luckily, when I was there, I was like high on seniority, so
So you got
any
all the
nice
nice-
car, I'm driving that shit. But if I went back, I'd be low.
You'd be driving the crusty cars.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So any crusty car, I'd pass off to some other retard that worked there.
So your goal is to go back.
Yeah, go back.
To
Yeah.
Drive
crusty
nice
car.
car, yeah.
Crusty.
Yeah, if I
crusty
could just start at
cars.
the bottom and only work like full-time grave, that's a good 2019.
That's a great 2019.
But for like the crustiest cars, there's some that are unbelievably like you can't drive them because you will throw up.
Really?
I'm surprised I didn't get like bed bugs and shit from some of them, but
Oh.
like it would be like take a deep breath, get in, window down, start going while you're still holding your breath, and then when you can't anymore, you stick your head out the window, and you're like, take a breath. Like you try to do it in like 5
Was
breaths.
there like throw up and stuff in there?
Probably. There's unimaginable smells. Throw up would have been better. Because at least you know what it is.
Yeah.
Where's Chris Angel when you need him, dude?
Dude, he's in Vegas.
Yeah,
No Valley in there.
Tickets.
Doing street magic.
Yeah, I'll be
Some
at
of these
the
people
Hooters
doing fucking
hotel.
magic in their car to
Yeah.
get these smells. Unbelievable.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that is so
terrible.
gross.
That's kind of how your car is.
My car is so clean. What are you talking about?
That's all right.
Oh, that's not good. I had lost my train of thought. I was gonna. Oh, speaking of the New Year, you guys doing anything for New Year's?
Are you trying to find plans?
I'm like texting everyone. What are you doing
What are
for
you
New
doing?
Year's? I have no plans. No,
I
I'm
don't get that sometimes.
doing crazy stuff for New Year's.
Yeah, I never really understand it.
Why?
Like, what is the point of doing it? Like,
It's a new year.
yeah, but like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
JP
Usually,
is
like,
on
I'm
news.
tired at
That
point.
just because it's a new year,
like,
like,
oh,
what
let's
about
celebrate
tomorrow's gonna be a
nothing.
new day?
Yeah.
Let's fucking waste all our money tonight, you know?
You know, I think
Weird.
that's a good way to live. That's probably what Colt and I do. We're like, let's go drink because it's.
I'm asleep at midnight.
What do you
Yeah.
guys drink? What do you guys like?
On
Um,
New Year's or just regular?
Just like if you go out on a Wednesday night.
If I go out, well, I don't go out on Wednesday night. If I go, like, I went out on Friday,
shit.
Saturday, because it was
Okay.
graduation.
Yeah.
Oh,
I drank vodka soda all
Oh,
the
yeah.
way with a lemon and a lime.
It depends on what bar I'm at.
But if I'm, yeah.
But Moscow Mule
Ooh.
or just whiskey on the rocks.
dude, what is up with you?
What?
That's harsh.
What do you
If
guys
it's
get?
good whiskey.
I like beer or like sugary ones,
Like a
Tom
like.
Collins.
like have
A
you
strawberry
had a Tang
daiquiri?
Bang? Have you had a Tang
Yeah. Isn't that like
it's
orange
Red
juice?
Bull,
It's like
orange
some
juice,
Tang, it's
vodka.
Tang and vodka, and you like
What's
drop
Tang?
The vodka. It's
Tang.
like
You never had
it's
Tang?
like a
It's like what the astronauts drink.
Tang is like a.
Oh yes, now I know what it is.
That's what they're
Acid
that's
drink.
their
It's like
marketing with
with
all this.
like Tang is like this ball that you buy like, astronaut milk or whatever. You know, it's like
No, it's like a powdered orange juice.
Oh,
it's
and then
pretty good.
Yeah,
you mix it
it's
with
like-
Oh,
vodka.
it's actually a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
Tang?
just saying like a tang, like taste.
No, it's called
That
Tang.
is the taste, though.
Yeah.
It is like that.
It's like powdered Sunny D.
Mhm.
Oh.
And you drop like it's so.
You is it like you drop the shot in it?
Yeah, it's like.
It's like it. So yeah, at the bar back home they have it's called a
And
Tic
you
Tac.
And it's
What?
so.
A Tic
if
Tac.
You don't taste any alcohol. It's amazing.
Oh, I can't do those where you drop them in, or like an Irish car bomb,
I
where you drop a shot of what is it, Bailey's, and into a
Bailey's?
into Guinness.
Oh, Bailey's. They said bay leaves, like like the things you cook with. What?
Yeah, that's some shit we're doing up in Oregon. We're taking shots with Bailey's.
Pine needles and shit.
No, like an Irish car bomb. You know what those are.
I know what that is.
What is it? Bailey's?
Bailey's and
And then Guinness. You drop
Guinness,
it in
yeah.
Guinness.
yeah, yeah, like,
That
They're
sounds
so-
horrible, but I know when you take the shot, like the shot glass, like hits your teeth.
But
that's
see, the
worst
thing
part.
is, then it starts
Oh.
going everywhere because you're
'Cause
like.
you have it go
it's like a
around,
Jaeger
yeah.
bomb.
What?
You ever had a Jaeger bomb?
I've never had a Jaeger bomb.
It's Red Bull, a glass of Red Bull with a shot of Jaeger.
I love Jaeger.
And
I
you
could
drop
drink
the
Jaeger
Jaeger.
for the rest of my life, probably.
Yeah, Jaeger's
My
bomb.
dad
So
used
good.
to have a fucking Jaeger tap machine.
Oh.
3 bottles hooked up, and you could just. It was gross.
Is there different kinds of Jaeger? Or is there
I
only
don't
one?
think so. I think it's just
It's so good. I love
It's pretty
Jaeger.
good.
It's so good.
So I bartended this wedding a couple months ago, and
Was it a
but-
couple months ago? It was
yeah.
like 2 weeks ago.
this was during the Harry Potter crawl, so a couple months ago. But
Oh, yeah.
Tang Bangs were like one of the most popular drinks there. But it was like a super rich white wedding, and
Nice.
I was originally the photographer, but the bartender didn't show up, so they're like, "You just want to?"
Oh, that's right.
So I was like, "Yeah, why not?" So it was all just old rich white people, and they were tipping like nothing short of $100 bills.
No way.
It was just
Damn.
stupid amount of money that was there. It was in Truckee, and like
Was that Jeremy's dad's wedding?
you can't say his name on the air, but yes, it was Jeremy's dad.
Shout out to Jeremy's
Yeah.
dad.
Anyway,
Wait, who was it?
Jeremy.
Okay.
Yeah.
so anyway, so we're at it was at a house.
Wait, is the story going to get bad? Is that why I can't say his name?
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be.
Well, you should have disclosed that
okay.
before.
Anyway,
It
so-
wasn't Jeremy's dad's wedding.
It has nothing to do with Jeremy's
Yeah,
dad.
it was.
Enough of Jeremy. So we're at a house, and this house is fucking insanely nice, and like the rest of the people at her wedding like live at the other houses around it, so it's like they're just all super dumb rich. Well, anyway, so this this like 45-year-old dude was there with his mom, and she's probably like 70 something. And she like walks up and she ordered a drink, and she was like, yeah, I love weddings. I was like, yeah, me too. Like, everyone's happy and drinking. And she goes, yeah, but I'm really just trying to get laid. And she's like 70 something. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'll drink to that. And she like leaned in and she goes, I shaved my pussy tonight.
No way.
This happened to Colton. I remember you told me about that, and I was like, and then Colton, after he got off of the bartending, he went straight to the Harry Potter crawl and just got so fucked up because you were probably traumatized.
I was drinking like everything away that I saw.
You didn't satisfy her?
Dude, you could have made some money right then.
That's true. I could have made some.
Do you think, was she rich?
Oh, fuck, yeah. I know she's rich.
Most like those parties, you can tell when the person, like, and not in a bad way, but you could tell when the person doesn't make as much as some of the others, just on their, like,
because they
weird
have to like,
cockiness.
And like the way they carry themselves, and obviously how they look is a huge part of it.
Is very wealthy. Like, the bottles that we were pouring were like, just the tequila was like a $350 bottle.
Oh my! I would be like nervous, shaking.
Yeah, no, like that. It was just an
Dropping
insanely wealthy wedding. It was fun though. There was like
fun.
bears.
I love weddings.
Because it was in Truckee, so there's like bears walking through the circle.
You don't like weddings?
Look, no, it's a big waste of day. Just, like, not for the person, but for the audience.
What if you like the people?
I've been to two.
I filmed it, huh?
Yep. That was the only official. The first one was supposed to be a fucking engagement party, and we show up, and they were just like, surprise, it's the wedding. So I was in a fucking Monster Jam t-shirt. Fuck it.
And that's the order.
Yeah, the second one, that was good. That was Trent Chelsea.
Yeah,
so that was okay.
Super cool. It was a cool spot. Like,
yeah,
good lighting and like decorations and shit.
And it was like a bunch of people that I knew, but I could only imagine like if I was the date,
the plus one,
to a fucking wedding.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'd rather kill myself.
Weddings are all right.
I love weddings. I'm also
I like
chick,
bartending weddings.
Weddings with open bars.
Yeah. Well, so okay, so I bartended another wedding. Like, this was like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, this is the one I was thinking of because we were supposed to do something and then you couldn't.
Probably. Yeah. So this one was like a big wedding.
It was where you used to work. That wedding. Yeah.
No, not where I used to work.
This is Jeremy's dad's
Jeremy's mom.
Yeah, this is Jeremy's mom. Yeah.
I'm trying to be discreet.
Yeah. So anyway.
I know who it was.
No. So anyway, this was a really big wedding, and there was 4 bartenders at this wedding, and it was fucking like it had a full bar, full like beer and wine, like had a bunch of taps. It had like a full coffee bar, so like you could order like literally anything that you wanted. Anyway, so there was 2 girl bartenders, 2 guy bartenders, and I don't know what it is about when girls start getting a couple drinks, they go up to the bartenders and start fucking like saying some dumb shit.
At weddings.
So these 2 girls, so the 2 girl bartenders, they walked out and went to get food or something, and so me and the other guy bartender were just sitting there, and these 2 girls walk up. Easily, our camera just went off. Easily the like hottest girls at the wedding. And they're completely blasted. And the first thing they start talking about is just like, yeah, I waxed my vagina. Like, word for word says that. That's the first thing
What happens to you at weddings?
That's the first thing they come up and say.
I've never had this experience.
So, they're obviously, like, insanely drunk. And one of them's, like, a famous blogger, like, famous Instagram. You know, what do you call them? Or social
like
media?
Influencer?
Influencer, yeah. Like, fucking people get paid dumb money to post like
pictures?
Skinny tea on Instagram.
That's literally that is the dream. That is my goal for 2019.
That's what she was. Anyway,
become an influencer.
They're like super drunk, and that's the first thing they lead their conversation off with. So we were like, yeah, like we're just cleaning up the bar. We're not serving drinks right now, because they're like obviously like blasted off their ass. So they're like, well, at least walk us back to our table. I'm like, no, that's all right. And they're like, please, like we're really drunk. We can't walk to our table. So me and this other fucking bartender ended up walking these 2 girls back to their husbands as they're like sitting at the table. They haven't even drinking anything. This is like 4 p.m.
Oh my god.
And we're just like,
they're probably like, our wives are such dabs.
Yeah, oh dude. I think they had like 1 drink and they were blasted off their ass. But then it was at a church. And so it was at this really nice church, and right after the ceremony or after the reception, these bunch of the guys come up and they're like, do you want to smoke?
Yeah, you smoked
and
in
I was
the
like,
church.
sure, why not? Like, we're going to go outside? No, we just smoked in the church. And, like, the pastor walks over, and he goes, yo, let me hit some of that.
No, you
So
have
I
the
smoked
weirdest.
in a church with a pastor. With the pastor.
with
like,
the
yeah,
pastor, not the one that officiated the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, why would there be another one there? Well, I guess it is a
It's
church.
just chilling.
That's cool.
Isn't
That's
it?
cool. It'd be
So-
sick if you were smoking the strain like God's gift or
Oh,
something.
I don't know what strain it was.
You should have figured it out.
But it was pretty fun.
Or rename it.
And then I
something.
realized like how many adults that I think are like put together
Are
like,
not.
actually just like just want to hit this joint.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could do anything
Yeah.
and smoke as long as you have
No, I
the
know,
drive.
but it's just
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not put together at all.
No, you're not.
We
Yeah,
should
no.
smoke in here right now.
We
Yeah,
could.
just
We could?
hotbox the, like.
No, we
who-
couldn't.
Do they like smoke alarms?
There's no cameras.
There's no
Yeah,
cameras.
there's-
That's
Except there's just this, but open windows. But other than that,
Well, here's what we're gonna do.
we could get a big sheet, cover it up.
Do you guys have any right now?
No.
No, I have to go to class at an hour.
But we will do a show. We'll do a night show, and I'll bring like some like vapes and stuff.
How do you got? Yeah.
Like weed vapes, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
like.
Oh my god, we could have a vaping
You
party.
could blow the biggest smoke.
That'll be fun. We'll do a
We
night
just-
show.
We just got the mics for our podcast.
Oh, yeah,
Are
you
you
guys
gonna
are
have
doing
a
a party.
vaping party?
No,
No,
never.
Then
not,
we're not
not a
coming
vaping
on.
party, but hopefully we could smoke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you doing it in the comfort of your own home?
Yeah.
Because then you definitely can smoke.
That's-
Colin has a mic.
Yeah, I
we gotta
need
get
to get
another
some more
one
mics.
so we can have a vape sesh.
We got 3.
We got 3, yeah.
Wow, where'd you get
So
them
if
from?
anyone listening,
Online.
tune into our podcast come 2019.
What is your podcast called?
Go to bed.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify, Apple Music, all that.
Check it out. We got the artwork ready.
Oh, sick.
Have
We
you
haven't done
started
it
it?
yet.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
gonna be the
But we're getting
2019
ready.
goal?
Yeah. 2019 goal is to like get
That's
at
not even a
least
goal.
2K.
We're already doing it.
Yeah, well, the goal is to get at least like 4K
That's
a month.
so
That's
cool.
so cool. Who did this?
This dude Mike Lucido.
Mike
Nice.
at Lucid Kid.
Shout
Online.
out, Mike.
Lucido,
Check
that
him out.
sounds really familiar. That's
Super
awesome.
good. He did that
Yeah.
in probably like a total of a week from, hey, this is our idea.
Damn.
This is what we want. I took a picture of him going like this. He took a picture of me. And like a week later, all that.
That's
That's
so
awesome.
cool. Do you have
Okay.
an idea of what you guys are gonna talk about?
Or are you guys already doing it?
No,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not. We haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
But we're just getting set up and
Yeah.
shit. We're gonna get the logo, like the dolphin, cut out on
Yeah.
something so we can hang it behind and all that shit. But yeah, we're just gonna do like fucking. I don't know. We're probably gonna have like business owners on, but people that don't mind having no filter, so
Yeah.
we can just talk shit with them,
Mhm.
say whatever, and then that's about it.
Athletes and
Whoever really, it doesn't have to
Yeah.
be a business owner, just anyone
Yeah.
that's fucking doing
Yeah.
something
Something.
cool,
Yeah.
and have them on, talk
That's-
some shit to them.
Podcasts are the new way of life.
Everybody listen to Go to Bed
Yeah.
yeah.
by Feeki
And
and
then go to
JP.
bed.
And then go to
And then
bed.
go to bed. Is it gonna be like a late night every time?
No,
No, I'm excited to
just
hear
go
it.
to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that'll be super cool.
Yeah, you have to tune in. And what I already got like this city worker who came into where I work at Walden's, and he came in and dude, he has the craziest conspiracy theory. So I just said like, you definitely have to be on. But he's like, dude, okay, but I can't talk about this because it's a deep tunnel. I'm like, all right, like here's your coffee. Then we'll talk about it on the go to bed, you know. So
Oh, boy.
I'm excited for that because
That's-
that's just a random guy,
Yeah.
dude, that's like cleans the leaves on the sidewalk.
That's gonna be so
We want to
such
get
a
like
good
a,
show.
we want to do like a service call to charter.
Yeah.
And then instead of having them fix the internet, we're just like, hey, nothing's wrong, but you're on this podcast now. And just talk to him, see what he has to say.
That's a good idea.
That
yeah.
is a great
That's
idea.
hilarious.
That'd be
That's-
cool. If you were in that situation, what would you do?
Just
If you
fucking talk, because you know how fucking boring my day probably already is.
Mm-hmm.
Working for
charter
chart.
guy,
Yeah.
It would either it'll either turn out fucking awesome where the dude's like cool as fuck, or they'll be like,
pissed.
fuck you, like why are you wasting my time?
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
won't do it, you know.
Either way.
Either way.
Well, maybe we'll have like, yo, you can like, we won't tell anyone that you're drinking a beer or like smoking a doobie, like, but you can have one if you come on this podcast. Like,
Gotta bribe them a little
yeah,
bit.
exactly. You can't just toss a fishing pole into the water and expect to catch a fish. You know, you gotta have
little
some
bait
bait.
on it.
That's right.
Yeah, you go.
Power bait.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Bright
Then
green.
that's
Beer
how
and
you,
doobies.
that's how you have a successful podcast.
park.
Is you bribe them with
Atlantic,
things.
shout out
Yeah,
Atlantic
Atlantic.
Fishing Derby.
That's right.
We need to have beer in the show.
That would be fun.
How old are you guys? Can you drink?
We can. Yeah,
I'm
we'll-
22.
Yes, we're fine. But that's not the issue. The issue
They're
is
at
our.
school and at work.
That is the issue.
That's kind of the issue.
Doing it here. We did it somewhere else.
We'll get a couple more mics and we'll do some shows at my place.
Some wine shows.
No, just smoke our asses off.
Not wine.
Wine's the best. I
Wine
do trivia
sucks.
every Thursday, and I don't know what it is about their wine, but
Wine's great. No, you know I love wine, but that's not a good podcast. They drink
what is beer or like hard
shots.
Jaeger.
Shots.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
shots.
but not too much because then you're like,
They
all
get
right, dude, this
belligerent.
person,
Yeah,
like-
fall asleep.
yeah,
I know,
maybe
Go to bed.
almost 3 shots.
Yeah. I know. I probably can only have like 2 shots, and then I'm
2 shots and smoke a joint.
ooh.
That's perfect, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I could probably fucking.
Well, you're kind of a
float around town.
lightweight.
Yeah. But if we smoke though, we can get
Carly
into
ate an
things-
edible at my house one time.
Dude, I don't want to talk about
and
this.
so blasted off her ass.
It was something. Did you make it yourself?
Yeah,
See, that's
they were little
why,
chocolate truffles.
That's why homemade edibles, you never know like what you're getting.
No,
with
I
it.
knew what was in it. I told you how many milligrams was in it.
One of my friends ate an edible. I'm not gonna say her name, and she.
Jeremy.
Jeremy, yeah. This is Jeremy's dad again.
Jeremy's dad ate an edible, and she was so high. She was high for about like 36 hours, and she thought she was never gonna be unhigh again. Like she thought this is how she was gonna have to live her life.
Sounds troubled.
That sounds like
I guess
crazy.
this is my life now.
That'd be scary to be that high. Actually, that'd be nice as fuck to be that high for 36 hours.
But
and,
what
like,
if you thought that was how the rest of your
Well,
life
if
was
you were
gonna
at
be?
like in
Wow,
7
that's
for
amazing.
36 hours, that'd be.
That's how you live anyway.
I think she was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, she-
like a 10 at 36 hours.
Oh yeah, then that's terrifying.
Where you're just like
When you're at a 10 and you just
hella
start like.
questioning everything and
I've been at a 10
How-
a couple times, and you like.
what is time?
Yeah, yeah, it's just like it's weird being at a 10.
Yeah.
You start like, I don't know, like when I was at it, I've been at the very first time I got like insanely high, like when I was coming into college and just smoked way too much because I hadn't smoked before,
Right.
and it was just like I just remember like coming in and out of consciousness, like I'd still hear everything but I couldn't see anything.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
So I was
Yeah.
like,
Colt
yeah.
was
It's
actually
not
like
weed, dude.
passed out.
Yeah, no.
yeah, they put something else in there.
Probably. Well, okay. So this girl comes over to our apartment one time.
Jeremy.
It was this was also Jeremy.
Everyone's
And
Jeremy.
So we used to, at my old apartment, I lived with 4 other dudes, and we smoked so much weed that we would have to buy a pound and split it up between each other, but we'd go through a pound a week. And
oh my god.
yeah,
this
it was
when you'd
insane.
have Weed Olympics.
Yeah, so we do these things called Weed Olympics. We had this big American, like U.S. flag in our apartment, and it took up a whole wall. And so 7 a.m. on Saturdays, everyone would wake up, and then you'd put your hand over your heart for the national anthem that would play on like our little Beats pill. And so the very first event, everyone smokes, like everyone passes a joint around. And then 8 o'clock, the next event, everyone passes a blunt around. And then like 9 o'clock comes, everyone smokes a bowl from a bong. And then it just keeps getting worse. So then it's like you have to smoke a whole joint. And it's like every hour on the hour, you do something new. And by like 11:30, everyone's so blasted that they're like can't move off the carpet.
Then what's your like favorite thing to do when you're high?
Eat.
I hate eating when I'm
Oh,
high.
Eating.
I feel like that just
I gained so much weight that year. But to get back to the part of the story, so this girl came over one time to smoke, and she brought over this little like baggie of weed, and she was like, it looked like it was like it. You know when you buy like the fake Christmas trees from the store that have like the prefabricated snow on them? Like, that's what it looked like, and we were like, what is up with your weed? She goes, it's a little cocaine-y. Couldn't find a different bag to put it in.
what?
So she just like put the weed in the Coke bag, like shook it up like fucking powdered sugar beignets. And she was like, yeah, here we go. Here's some weed. We're like, we're smoking weed, not crack. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, for real.
She was like, stop being pussies.
When I started smoking weed, like the dirt bags that got me not into it, but
Yeah.
like they weren't dirt bags, but they hung out with dirt bags that did
Right.
dirt bag stuff, and they would smoke like chewy blunts, which I think is weed and cocaine in a blunt.
Oh my god.
Have I ever seen you at a 10?
Yes, when the doorbell rang and I did not answer it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking a couple times because you're high pretty much all the time, so it's just like normal. But a couple times, like I've been sitting on the couch and he comes downstairs to tell me something, and he just cannot talk, and I'm just like, dude, get it out. And he's like, he'll get this look on his face that he knows he's fucking up, and he's trying so hard. It's like, ah.
It's
I'm like,
hard,
all right,
yeah.
go to bed.
Yeah, seriously, it's hard. It takes a lot to get me to a 10 because of that, but it's fun. Like, I'd rather stay at an 8 though, because
Yeah,
One time
it's
I was
enjoyable.
at a 10, yeah, the doorbell rang, and I was like, oh my eyes got big. I like slowly, quietly tiptoed down the stairs, slid like as quiet as I can be. It's like 5 minutes now until I get to the door, peek out, no one's there. I'm like, phew. And then Alex comes in. I'm like, oh, I'm freaked out, and then I can't talk because I thought it was someone knocking on the door.
Like trying to break in.
Yeah, no, not break in, but like when you're at a 10, you hear the door, you're like, cop. You just say like cop, and you're like, no one. You never see a cop in my neighborhood, but like
They
think
know.
someone's
Even though we're
there,
like
and
of
he's
age to
Yeah,
legally
yeah.
show a cop.
Yeah, knock on the door, you open the door, and he goes, "Are you high?" Like that's what you think's gonna happen, but really it's just like Girl Scout cookies. You know?
Oh my
So-
god, I could not. If I was high and someone was trying, like if there was a child who knocked on my door, trying, I already have a really bad time communicating with kids.
What?
I
They're
don't.
easy.
I don't like kids.
You don't?
No,
Uh,
they're hard to talk. They're just like not rational.
I never understand why people
Kids
don't
are
like
great.
kids or get mad at kids for doing kid
I
things.
think
But
just-
you were like everyone's
Yeah.
a kid, so it's like, don't you remember when you were like 4, running around drawing this shit right here? This looks like a 4-year-old drew this.
Yeah, there's a ton of random shit on there. Is ours still? Did you?
Yeah,
you wrote
it's still
something on
down
here.
there.
Is it down there?
I don't know who came through and like freaking ruined everything.
I know.
Must have had a bad podcast.
Yeah.
They were like,
But you know when you have like, the worst thing is when you're at like a 10 off of a sativa, and you're like insanely paranoid.
Yeah, that's
Last-
what it was. Yeah.
Well, okay, so like I have a bunch of like different cartridges that I just don't even have fucking labeled, so I'll just like pick one out of my cabinet, like let's try this one and see what it is. And like every once in a while I'll get like a really strong sativa, and like I remember I was watching some TV show at like 2 a.m, and I could have swore I heard my bedroom door like creak open, and like looked back and the door was open and I was the only one home. And I don't know if I left it open and just heard that sound because of my fucking highness,
Yeah.
or if that door actually fucking, or like last
well,
night.
you have like animals.
Yeah, but
They
they're
could have been
not-
the cat.
Yeah, the door was shut. It should have been. But so
I
last
bet
night.
Hennessy can open a door.
Well, last night. Well, they're knobs. They're not handles. He's a cat. He doesn't have fucking thumbs.
He can do
He's, like,
anything. He's perfect.
Fucking DJing the thing open. So last night, I took a dab of some sativa, and could have swore I heard someone scream like from one of the bathrooms in our house. I should just stop smoking sativas because I
Yeah, this
swear
sounds, like,
my house gets
scary.
haunted when I smoke sativas.
Was anyone home?
Yeah, but everyone was asleep. Well, Britt was asleep.
Hmm.
And it was like,
Interesting.
yeah, some weird shit. But we also live, so like my house is like literally in the hills over here.
Do you have coyotes?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of coyotes, but there's nothing behind. Like you look out my back window and it's all just like, it's just mountains. And it's like, you go out at night and like, you'll hear like coyotes a lot and like they scream. But like, there's some weird shit that goes on out there because there's literally nothing
What,
behind.
like by the end over there? And people-
Yeah.
Is that where the N is?
Yeah, the end's right behind
Huh.
the place.
I've never been.
But
never
like,
hiked.
I
the N.
woke up one morning, and like there was a bunch of cop cars just like parked in the middle of the desert, just from random shit. I'm like, there's some weird shit that goes on out
Oh.
there. I don't like going out at night.
Me either.
you're
Night's
like-
spooky.
Yes, it's a little scary.
There's a
Like
lot.
what are you afraid of?
Fuck, I don't
The
know.
dark.
There's so because I'm usually pretty high, so I like take the dog out for a walk, and he's like taking his fucking sweet time. And then
Going
he'll
crazy.
like, yeah, and then he'll like kind of like perk up and like look out into the dark. And
You're
be
like,
fuck you, man. That's not cool.
Slender Man is
Yeah,
there
because you
somewhere.
can't see anything, and I'm already like probably at a 7 or 8, like blasted. I'm like,
We're
"Fucking-
blind."
you fucking dog better stop this bullshit right now and shit, so we can go inside. Because not only is it fucking, I'm in like 3 snowboarding jackets and mittens, I'm cold as shit.
It's been so cold.
Fuck. I hope it's snowing right now just because it's cold. Like I'd rather it snow than not
Yeah, it's
Do you guys
so
ski
cold.
or snowboard?
snowboard. But I haven't been. I've been once last year, once the year before, and then that's pretty much it. But I used to go a lot. He used to go too.
Yeah, I haven't been since I was like 15. I used to
Oh.
go every weekend before that.
Yeah.
Why don't you go anymore?
I was busy.
Motocross
Racing,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's expensive for passes.
Dude, it's stupid.
What was
And-
yours?
and
Like
gear.
$600?
600. I have the value pass.
But just for the pass, like goggles, helmet, gloves.
Yeah,
jacket,
exactly.
Getting
board,
up there.
You're bored.
If
yes.
you're not
Yeah,
gas,
that's what sucks,
food.
that you can't really just go, like, if you're not into it, you can't, it's not something that you could just go do once, because you got to get all the gear, you got to
Yeah.
rent all the shit if you don't have it.
Yeah.
So.
It's
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Yeah. I've never been.
You should come. It
It-
sucks
it's-
because you fall a lot. I'm
You
not
should
good.
come. It sucks.
It's
It
fun.
does suck to learn, dude.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
sucks
it
to
wouldn't
learn.
be fun.
I
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
it's probably
You would
very
probably
like.
be able
I'd
to
be
do
good.
it. Yeah.
If you have like the fun, if you can stay on your board for longer than like 30
What's
seconds,
harder,
it's fun.
snowboarding or skiing?
I don't know.
So skiing is easier to learn but hard to master, and snowboarding is hard to learn and easy to master. That's definitely
I
it.
think you just made that up.
No, that's
No, it sounds
guaranteed.
about
No,
right.
It's true. Like you can like snowboard, you can just stay on your heels and like go like that. That's easy.
True.
Anyone could do that, or on the toe. But to like switch and like actually ride over bumps is hard. But to start skiing is hard to like get those. But once you have those down, you can ride everywhere.
Wait,
like,
didn't you just say the opposite?
No.
No, you did not say the opposite. Never mind.
So it's
So
that's just
skiing
what I've
is
seen.
easier to learn and harder
If
to
you're doing it
master.
straight,
Yeah.
you know, you're not turning or anything. You're just.
Yeah, I've heard skiing's pretty tough. I've never skied.
I've tried skiing once, and I've snowboarded. But I used to not used to. I used to work at a cross country ski resort, so that's where I would like learn the easy basics. Because some cross country, like skate ski or glide or whatever, you stay in the tracks. Have you seen those people? They just stay in the tracks,
Yeah.
and then they glide like that. So that gets like your balance on the skis, and then when you skate ski, that gets you like able to move like this, like where they push with one foot and keep going. That gets you better at like turning, because I don't know, it just for me it did. It's easier on the edges, I think.
I've never skied. You should come snowboard.
Yeah, maybe.
Once you like learn to stay up for a little bit, it's fun. But like getting
Have
to
you
that
guys
point,
ever surfed?
No,
surfing's easier than
Wake
snowboarding.
surf.
Yeah, wake
Not,
surf.
not actually.
I've never even wake surfed.
Yeah,
Me either.
Oh, I love wake surfing.
Can you do it?
Mhm.
How do you start?
With the rope.
Like a wakeboard?
If
you
you're
would
on like a
stay in
badass
the
boat,
water,
then you
yeah.
can go off of the deck thing
Oh,
in the
really?
back. Yeah, you like stand kind of half on the platform with the board, and you can just like go into it. But it's you have to have a big ass wake.
Yeah.
But if you're on like a normal boat, then you got to use the rope.
Dang. Because you're not
But it's easy.
connected, right?
Yeah, it's
So
just the
you're
same
just
as getting
riding
up
the
with a
wake.
wakeboard because your
But
feet
you're
are
not
like this, and you're going towards the water. So
It pushes you up.
yeah, and you just pop up.
Surfing's way easier than snowboarding.
Seriously?
10 times easier than snowboarding.
Oh, well, I feel like I'd be so bad at surfing, so I should not snowboard.
It's pretty easy. It's such a big board though, you know. You're going from snowboarding.
That's
is like,
true, yeah.
You know, this skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
Surfing, you're using a board that could be like
Hopefully this summer with Sam we can wake
That'd be
skate.
sick.
Yeah.
surf this summer.
Yeah. No.
Wakeboarding.
I'm trying to go up to
sucks.
Oregon.
Wakeboarding does
During the
hurt.
summer?
No, not just like.
'Cause you go fast. You
like,
have to
you
go
crash,
fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Oregon's. Well, like. I'm trying to make a trip up to Oregon just to buy weed.
Oh.
Why?
Because it's like $5 a fucking.
It's very cheap.
It's like
Oh, it is?
$15
so
ounces. Yeah.
cheap there.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it, like,
it's just
the-
gross.
Because they have
it
so
grows-
much.
Yeah, it's just gross. It's like a
Yeah.
really good
Is it the
How the-
medical part or like the street?
recreational.
And then you get a nice 15-year sentence for crossing state lines. Good move.
That's true. That's true.
Idiot.
That's true.
Well, it's recreational everywhere, so.
Well,
Not
at least
everywhere.
In Nevada, California, and
in Oregon, those are the only states you need to go through. Yeah.
Just hide it.
I'm pretty sure it's still a felony to cross state lines.
yeah, it is.
because It's federally
It is.
illegal.
It is, but
That's. I
just
can't
say you
wait.
We're
bought it in
crazy.
Nevada. I bought it here. What are you talking
What
about?
year do you think will be federally legal?
Dude, I hope soon.
Who
I
just
think so.
legalized it?
Michigan,
Michigan. I would say like
2020.
2020.
Really?
I could see that.
I read the company that owns Marlboro or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's like Altruis or something. They just invested 1.2 billion into a cannabis
Damn.
company. So like that might help the federal part.
Yeah.
You know, because those people got a lot of say with.
How many
federal stuff.
states have it legalized?
Quite a bit.
Like
I think like
15.
yeah, probably around like 15,
Yeah.
15 to 20.
Yeah. So once we, reach
It'll
like
get there.
half, like 25.
But
then-
there's some states like when we were on Warped Tour, like the owner of Warped Tour would say like like Tennessee or Kansas, you guys got to drop everything because they will
They're
like
so
they will like
strict.
put you
So
in
gnarly.
jail still, like
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
For a
wow.
little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Someone
you
got
like couldn't
caught.
have any of that on you?
No.
No, we did. I only asked at the shows, and then there was times when me and the DJ Neil would like, on his first tour, that the little West Coast one we did, we didn't want to drive with it everywhere just because it's dumb. You're asking for it, like
Yeah.
when it's
Yeah.
in his car and the whole rap and everything. But we left it in the coffee machine at the hotel.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I was like, that's for the maid, you know.
That's
our
so
tip.
funny.
It was a lot.
I know
too.
there is still like when Nevada legalized it. My my barber, he used to work for a delivery company, and like apparently the sheriff outside of Fallon, like the sheriff of Fallon, would like find their delivery trucks and pull them over and try to arrest them because like he still believed it should be illegal. It's like
Oh my god.
Just like to hassle him pretty much.
yeah, and it's like and then like the governor had to step in and be like, yeah, that's
Go Sandoval.
yeah right, and he's like that's not really.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Like the weird cops.
In those, that's his backwards ass towns in the middle of Nevada.
Found
Yeah.
I don't even think they have phones yet.
Where?
Like just in those random, like Goldfield.
True. They have phones for sure, but there's no, where did we break down with the RV? That was a horrible.
Looning.
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 Nevada. Population is 72.
Not even. It was 34 on the sign.
34. That's a good number. I tell you what.
Yeah.
dude.
That's right.
What did they have? Like a restaurant and a
There was
They have a
three,
burger shack,
There was
right?
three. There was three stores. One was a post office that was closed at 2:30 p.m. on a Wednesday when we were there. And then there was like two little stores that were both closed.
And a mechanic shop, right?
No, there was no mechanic there.
We called some number.
Well, I called off of one of the stores because it had a phone number on it, and the dude's mobile home was attached to the store on the backside, so he like came out. He couldn't help us, but that's I think instead of standing in the store all day doing nothing, that he just sits at home all day doing nothing until someone calls.
I'm gonna come in your store.
Yeah,
Wow.
nothing else.
Town of Looney.
Looning.
Looney. Oh, not Looney.
Yeah, Looning.
Looning.
There is.
That's outside of
a
Hawthorne.
Skate park in an abandoned building out there, though.
Yeah.
Really?
Right past the train, like, because we were something was happening with the RV. It was like overheating or something. But so we walked around and saw like this building. So we walked to it. It's probably like 700-800 feet away, and then inside was just like swept concrete with half pipes everywhere. It was really
So
weird.
weird.
You're like,
Wow.
no one in this town owns a freaking skateboard, and
Yeah.
there's this skate
A
park
nice
here.
skateboard.
Yeah.
There's some. It's just weird, dude. You need to make that drive one time just to like see what the hell.
Yeah.
You guys believe in aliens or whatever?
Oh hell yeah!
Have you seen anyone or anything?
I've seen some weird shit.
Colin has seen some weird.
I have some crazy stories.
Let's hear like the craziest one.
I can't because it's way too long.
It's like that'd
It's
be
like
an
a-
entire episode.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We'll do it
though.
on your guys' podcast.
Okay.
It's so funny. He told me.
But
It's
there's
the
like
most
I have
crazy-
literally like news stories and like pictures that I've taken like to go with the story
No
It's
way.
crazy. It's a great story.
Where's the pictures? Let me see one.
on
They're
the
his
phone.
Let's see it.
Okay, I'll just
about
I
to
can just do the
debug
crash
this right
course.
now.
Let me just do. We have what time do you have to go to class?
I have class at
Smoke and
11.
mirrors.
Okay, so we have 40 minutes to kill.
Well, I have to be in class at 11.
Okay, we have like 20 minutes to kill. We could kill off.
Honestly, you pay for your tuition, you can afford to be late.
This teacher
No.
like locks the door if you're 1 minute late.
Okay,
I
so
know.
so the story basically
crap.
like I'll try to tell like the
face.
fast version of the story.
That's right.
No, okay, so like basically there was this. I grew up in Vegas, and there was these slot canyons out in the middle of the desert that like we knew was like just like a weird area. And whenever we go out there, it's like you just have like a weird feeling. And so one night, me and a couple friends were like, let's go out to the desert and like take some pictures. So we're like, why not just go to the slot canyons and like we can bring our flashes and like get some cool like shit like light bouncing off the walls of these canyons because they're like really small canyons, right? You have to like almost squeeze through them like this to go through them through their
Really?
mountains.
Are they like dirt? Like dirt?
No, they're literally like they're mountains with like cracks in the middle.
Oh.
And so you're like walking through and there's like little cave systems and you can like walk into caves and stuff. It's a cool area, but so we're like we get some cool pictures with you know flashes and stuff. So it's nighttime and we park out there and the road is gated off because there was a really big wildfire. So the Forest Service blocked off the entire area to vehicles for like restoration. So we parked and we're walking to these canyons. And one of our friends takes a picture of the hill beside us. And his flash goes off, and we just hear like this weird like screaming, like half like women scream, half like lions roar kind of sound. So we're like, what the fuck was that? So like my first thing is like, that's probably a mountain lion, because like we're in the middle of the mountains. And there are mountains. I've seen a mountain lion out there before, so we're like, okay, fuck. So we're like, we need to get out of here. So like, our shitty idea was to run, which you shouldn't do from a mountain lion. We get to our car, and like as we're running, he like has his finger still on the camera, so it's like tush 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 as we're running, it's flash 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 flash. And we get to the car, and so I'm like,
amateur.
yeah. So I'm like, yo, let me see your camera, because like whatever you took a picture of, like you took it in that general direction of where that sound was. So he's like, okay. So I'm like looking through his camera, and while I'm looking through his camera, my other friend is leaning out the passenger side window, taking pictures of where we just were running from, because we weren't really far from the car. So the guy that took that picture originally, that image sequence number skipped. So it was like image 1, 2 of us before, and then that image number 3 wasn't there. And then it's just like 4 or 5 of us running. So like whatever the picture he took, he like either deleted it or something. And we're like, yo, did you delete that while we were running or something? He was like, no, like I've never even used this camera before. And you know, like when you're like going through, it's like you have to press the button and like, are you sure you want to delete? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. So then we get back home, and we're looking through the pictures of the guy leaning out the passenger window, and he's looking in the direction of where we were. And this is like zoomed in, but there's something hiding, like looking at us through the bushes.
I think that's a cat.
So we're like, whatever the fuck that was.
That's a cat.
Yeah.
It's Hennessy.
That's cool. That's cool though. But
Yeah, so those bushes are about my size, like my height. And so the rest of the pictures, like whatever that is, just like isn't in the rest of the pic, because he took like a couple. He's like, psh, 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 and it's only in one of them. So then we go out a couple days later with a bunch of cameras, and we're like, we're gonna film the entire area and see if there was something that could have reflected light back. And there wasn't, so we kept walking through the canyons, and we're like, okay, like let's see if we can like find any like clues, like we're the fucking Scooby-Doo gang. And we find kind of where we heard the noise.
You would be Velma.
Yeah, right. So right when we got to the area where we heard the noise, there was a cave, and we're like, all right, so like I'm gonna walk inside the cave. And so like walked inside the cave, and there was a bunch of camping equipment that was like torn apart, like a backpack was ripped open, and like a camping chair was like bent all out of fucking shit. And right outside of the cave, there's like a stack of rocks, like the Blair Witch Project type rocks. And one of our friends takes the top stone and throws it. And we're like, I wouldn't fuck around with whatever's out here. Like, even if it is just someone stacking rocks, like, just try to, like, be safe, right? And so we're like, aha. So we laugh, and we're like, all, like, we kind of, like, walk about 20 feet away, and we're taking pictures, and we walk back. And that stack of rocks is completely crumbled up into a pile, like, little pieces, something. It's like you took a hammer and like smashed all these rocks. And we were all together the entire time, so like none of us did it. So we're like, fuck this, we're gonna get out of here. So fast forward a couple months, and we were telling that story to a bunch of our friends at breakfast, and these were all girls, and they were like, let's go tonight, like we want to see what this place looks like. And we're like trying to impress them, so we're like, sure, why not? So we go out there, and this was when my friend at the time developed
Jeremy's dad
developed Bell's palsy, which is like a mini stroke. So you're like, you lose your facial muscles. And he ended up in the hospital that night. And so we were like already down like him. So like, we're just like, we're going to go with just the girls. And the guy that was with me, I gave him my camera with a ring flash on the front. So basically like a big ass flashlight for the camera. And I was like, you record from the moment we step out of the car, and I want you to stand behind everybody. And you can stop recording when we get back in the car. So if anything scary happens, you're going to get video of it. So we get out and we walk into the canyons, and like nothing happens other than like a few like bunnies like jumping out and scaring the shit out of us. And so we get there and we're taking like pictures and like Snapchats and stuff. And we get back to the car, and nothing bad happened. And we're driving, and the girls in the back were like, hey, can I see like the pictures we took? So like a girl takes out her phone. She's like, tick, 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 and she's like, no, I don't think I took them on my phone. Did you take them on your phone? Other girl takes out her phone. She's like, I thought I did, but I don't have any pictures on my phone from like tonight. So then like the third girl, who's sitting in our like the bench seat next to me, pulls out her phone, like looks at it, and then like puts it down really fast. And she was like, I don't know what's going on. And she was like complaining that she didn't feel good now. And so we're like asking her like, what's on her phone? And she pulls it up, and shit you not, like swear this is from my perspective, there's a picture of her, our cameraman, and the rest of the group from behind, from a distance, like from like 100 yards behind us. Everybody was in the picture, and like I don't know if she was trying to fuck with us, and like set her phone up and took a timed picture to just like be an asshole. But like she was like adamant that she was like didn't feel good, and she was like really fucking weirded out. And she started complaining about like her hands were hurting and like her body started to ache, and we're like, you're just freaking, like either you're fucking with us or like you're freaking yourself out to the point where like you think you're feeling shit. And so she like turns on the overhead lights above, you know, like on the dash, and her fingernails are bleeding from the beds. Like you like rip your fingernails off. And so she told us to take her back to her house, and she like got out of the car and told us she never wants to hear from any of us ever again, because like there's something following us. And to this day she's never talked to that whole group again.
Dramatic.
Like she blocked all of us on social media.
No way.
Like yeah. And
Hit her up.
I will. I'll text her.
Call her.
Wait, someone just commented on my thing.
Like, you cut your nails too much?
Yeah. You chew on your fingernails. So that all happens.
That could have been it, huh?
And so we go back out and we're taking pictures. So we go out with all my flashes.
A different day?
Different day, yeah. This is a different day. And we're like taking pictures with all my flashes on my camera. And we notice like something moving in the distance, like back again by those bushes. And like this was off the camera. And so that like figure that's standing behind the bushes.
In the middle?
So like for those of you listening, it's like a picture of like, it looks like the side profile view of something. It's like somebody walking.
Kind of like shoulder lifting.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So that'll happen. So I was like, I'm going to post all these pictures on Reddit and like post my story and see what people say. Like post it to like the paranormal subreddit. And like people started sending me back like YouTube links and news articles about like weird shit that happens in that desert. And so one of them was this guy who was like, he pretended to be like Bear Grylls and like film himself in the forest. And his last video that he posted was of him in the desert in that area where we were, like that same, not in the same pinpoint location, but like within like a mile or two from where we were. And he was like showing like, if you ever need water, like you cut open this cactus and you like drink this, like, you know, suck on the sap, whatever. And he came across a cave, and he was like, I'm going to go inside the cave. So he walks in with his camera, and he's like, I'm getting a really weird vibe from this. I'm going to go home and get my gun and come back, and I'll film that. I'll film me coming back with my gun. So he goes home, uploads the video, and then is never seen from again. And the search and rescue found his cell phone outside of the cave, but never found a body. And, like, you can go on his YouTube channel, and, like, there's still a bunch of comments in there. They're like, come home, like, where are you? And weird shit. So we were like, we're never gonna fuck with whatever's out there again. But that was so it was kind of like in the mountains, and there was a big ski resort farther up into the mountains.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Like Lee Canyon, do you know?
Yeah, I've
okay.
been there.
Yep. So we used to go up to the ski lodge and get like hot chocolate at night, and sometimes they'd have live music at the ski lodge, and so we'd hang out. So we'd take these two girls out on like a date, and this was right when the new GoPro came out, and it was like, it like boasted like it does really good in low light conditions. So we're like, and we're gonna put it on the front of our car, and while we're driving through the mountains, we're just gonna film it. And while we're driving on this little like side road up to the ski resort, there was like a car parked on the side of the road. And this was like a Monday. It was during the summer, so we were off of school, but it was like a Monday at like midnight, and we were like, that's kind of weird for someone to be like hiking at this time. So we pulled over to see if like they broke down and needed help. So we pulled over, parked in front of that car, and I like got out, walked to the front of their car, looked like kind of in the window, there's no one in the car, and walked back to my car, and we took off. And the very next morning I get a news hit on my phone from like the local news that was like, body found at Mount Charleston, which is where Lee Canyon kind of is. And I like pulled up the news, the news page, and they had a picture of their car, and they said body found in the mountains next to their car. And that car, the picture was of the car that we parked in front of, and their body was found underneath some rocks next to the car that we literally parked at and walked around. And they called his death exposure to cold, but it's summertime in Vegas.
Yeah.
But that was his official cause of death. But yeah, so like after I posted that on Reddit, like people kept sending me like weird like news articles about shit that happens out there, like like different bodies are found or like people go missing. That's my story. I mean, it's missing a lot of details, but
my favorite detail is Colton then was very interested, so he decided to join the search and rescue.
Yeah, so I like applied to be in the search and rescue.
He was like telling to me so nonchalant. He's like, yeah. So then I was really curious. So then I joined the search and rescue.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's such a Colton move.
That is, dude.
But, yeah.
It's cool.
Crazy. It's a crazy story. I don't have anything like that.
But so anyway, so I don't know if you want to call that paranormal or there's someone fucking like a murderer out there.
There's something. There's something out there for sure.
There's something out
That
there.
is
The
weird.
truth is out there.
I say next time we gotta get that chick on the phone.
Ooh,
I'll see if I can call
for
her.
the podcast.
Do you have like her number or whatever?
I should have her phone number still.
If not,
I can't get on her social media because she's blocked all of us.
we
Well, we
could
could,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys could.
Oh my god, we could just like slide in her DMs next.
No,
should.
you know
want her
there's
on
like
the
Hey, do you
show.
remember
video
Colton?
call on Instagram. You just video call her.
Yo,
Yeah.
Carly.
Me? I call her.
Yeah, you're a girl. She'd answer.
Girls hate girls.
Yeah, but I think you'd have a better chance of
Than
like
you,
two random
probably.
dudes. Yeah, hit us
Yeah,
up.
that's true.
One time I set up a camera at our friend Adam's house because there was this jump that I just set up my camera. We were jumping dirt bikes, hitting the jump, and then we were watching the footage back, and like above the mountains and tree was like this weird light that just like tick 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 on, like it didn't move, it just tick 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 on, but in the sky. And I was like, well, that's weird. And our friend Adam was just like, whoa, look at that. Like, look at that. So we watched it for a bit, and it kind of moved like left and right, and then like went behind a branch. And then when it went behind the branch, it was like tick, tick, tick off. And then he was freaking out ever since. So then that night, like we set up, he was over. We were going to golf at GSR or something. And like before we left, we set up my camera on his dad's truck or something. And then did he have a camera too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, two cameras. So we go and we're, like he's just like about to cry all night, and we go hit golf, and on the way back, like it's like on the east side of Carson, so you're looking east, and you see a light, but like it's like going with us as we're driving. Like we're from North Carson going all the way pretty much south of the county border, and like it seems like it's with us, but you're not sure because like that's like forever away, so it would have to like it looked like it, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
And we get back to the freaking house, and our cameras are like under the truck, and it wasn't windy or anything. It was a summer day too, and it was like under the truck or like in the bed of the truck off, and then all the footage on it, like we watch it, like my camera goes. This is so funny. My camera like turns like it's facing this mountain. His is facing that mountain.
Yeah.
And mine turns left, right at where Adam would sleep and live.
What the
Like
fuck?
turns
Just
right
goes.
at it, like hella quick. But it's not windy or anything. You don't hear
Yeah.
anything else. And right when he saw that, dude, he was like crying,
that's
like
so
they're gonna kill
That was,
us.
that was the best part of the whole. He's like sitting there watching it. It was on the JVC, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It was so it's like a handy cam type
Yeah,
thing. And he's
yeah.
just like watching the footage, and he just goes, "Just watch."
Yeah,
He
like
starts
it's a
fucking
murder,
crying.
yeah.
Oh,
It was
man.
I
Right.
would too. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's scary.
Fuck
But
that.
the next morning, I like uploaded it on my laptop, and the next morning, none of that was on my laptop.
What the fuck?
Like
Yeah.
similar to yours, it was like nothing was on there.
Yeah.
And then-
Yeah, there's some weird shit going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I don't get. Like, obviously because it's past our capability, we just delete random shit. But like, it was just so crazy, like that
It's
it's
just so
gone.
like. Yeah.
And it wasn't on my camera or my laptop. It was just like a weird.
I don't mess with that stuff.
No.
Oh, if I saw that, like if someone put a camera, I will never set a camera up in my house, because
Really?
if something were to like come up on the camera, I don't know what I would do.
My parents
rather
have, like,
just not
cameras in their
know.
house,
Yeah, no, I'd rather
which
just
I didn't know about for
They
like
what?
months. My parents have cameras in their house,
Oh really?
like the little security cameras.
Yeah,
my
just to
parents
see-
do too,
yeah.
but like,
but it's only like you can watch it on your phone.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
but regardless, like I know that if I put a camera up in my house, I'd see some stupid shit, and like I'd never be able to sleep.
That's crazy. One time I put a camera up when I believed in Santa, and I first got my camera, and I still did not see my dad. Fucking did. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was right at the tree. I did not see my. I don't know
What?
how the fuck like.
Then the presents just.
I wonder if he saw it and like turned it off and then did it and then put it back on.
I hit it,
It
but
was like a huge camera, like really always like
It's
blinking red.
It's right in the middle of
Maybe
the
he
living
saw
room.
it.
I was surprised. My dad was hella good at Santa. He would like take his shoes off and put them in the fireplace and then step out of the fireplace.
Oh, really?
And then like 6 months later, he had our chimney clean and he put that was like 8, but he put a fake red piece of cloth in the chimney and for the chimney guy to tell me, "Whoa, look, Santa ripped his shit on your chimney." And I was like, oh my god! Like I seriously thought Santa was real because I was holding that.
That's like
My dad was good.
Some
He
parents
sold
go
it.
pretty far.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Fucking dickhead.
Yeah. Wow.
That's money.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome.
Aw.
Oh, guys.
Well, this was a good show.
This was, huh?
We're going on an hour and a half.
Most of it was Colton's conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we
but
need to have a show we'll get high and we'll talk about conspiracy theories.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, and bring Jeremy's dad.
Yeah, we'll bring Jeremy's dad.
Cool stuff. Cool stuff.
All right, guys.
Thanks for
All right.
having us.
Well, thank you for joining us. I have to go to class.
Our favorite guests, as always.
Yeah,
And
check out Go to Bed.
Check
podcast.
out, their
Go to bed.
podcast, Go to Bed. And we will talk to you next time.
She took my heart to La Riviera, threw it downstream, never to be seen again. Not a word out of me. I'll wait like the man that I was told. I'll stay like the one you always known. I'll wait like the man that I was told. I'll stay like the one you always known. Oh,